Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I'm a psychic medium, and I had recently put a lot of predictions and also videos for you to watch so that you can learn to connect your intuition, speak to your angels and guides, as well as reach your loved ones on the other side and have communication. So I've been trying to do more of that type of content because I think it's needed and I think it's really helpful. Let me know in the comments if you find it helpful. And today we're going to do a reading on current events, things that are happening and things that may happen in the future. I'm kind of trying to get a timeline on things. I kept thinking it might be February because of the big 0-degree conjunction between Neptune and Saturn in Aries in February. So it's never happened. As far as we know, computer-wise, we have to go back to recorded history. And could be a real shakeup and lots of water. That's what I that's what I get when I think about that happening in Aries at 0 degrees. It's like a restart. So I also did a video, will the flash of light come this February because of my vision of two suns. I've had these dreams about the future for so many years, and I'm not the only one, as I found out in my comments. There are many people saying the same thing. And I have shared those with you. Right? But now I'm going to share something from Jay Hensar, Jhensar. And she wrote, "My spirit guides, spirits communicate with me through my dreams. Sometimes when I have some questions, I meditate and ask the questions repeatedly until they answer through my dreams. I also receive future happenings from them once in a while." I'd love to know. I'd love to know what that is all about. Are they personal future happenings? Or are they more worldwide that would affect other people? So let us know. I haven't seen two suns yet. Yeah, but I've seen flooding and volcanic eruptions. Yeah, that's what I've seen, a lot of flooding and sensing volcanic eruptions, not actually seeing the explosions in my dream, but I'm getting an impression of underwater volcanic eruptions. So thank you for sharing your gift. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, and she's from the Philippines. Yes. Um, so I thought since she was talking about her dreams, I would do a short reading today. It could be a long one. Who knows what spirit will say to do from the Dreamscape Oracle, right? Okay. It's a tiny little deck. It's like what? Doesn't say how many cards, but it's not many. But they're beautiful. God, they're gorgeous, right? I should do some unboxing videos, but I haven't had time. You see all my cards anyway. It's not like, and I always show you. I always show you. I don't get any funding from this, but I appreciate beautiful art. I'm an artist, so I love to share people's art. Okay, so I am going to pull some oracle cards. Might even pull some tarot. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that in part 2. And I'm going to burn some sage over here. Oh, no. What am I doing? Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yes. Oh, I can't seem to get that. I can't seem to get that in camera, so I'll just do this. So how's everyone doing today? A lot of changes in the world. A lot of changes to navigate. The energy is really intense. We have been switching from, sorry, Mike, little disruption down here. We have been switching from like all earth and water signs in the slower moving planets. I'm not sorry, to air and fire elements. I'm not an astrologer, but I've been studying astrology since I'm in like second grade. Since I could read the cute little books that my mom got me, like they're they're more like coffee table books, so they were easy to read and they have beautiful illustrations. They have really beautiful illustrations. And I drew some of the pictures when I was little. I'm an artist, by the way. I don't know, I think I already told you that. Ah, so Spirit, what do you want to tell us about? Hmm, this one. It already knows what I want to ask. Spirit came right out. I want to know about these earth changes and the dreams that our viewer wrote in. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Whoa, the serpent. Wow, that's pretty intense. Oh my God. All right. So Oracle is unlike tarot. I mean, I could read it through my impressions, right? Which is always good to do, but there is a set meaning from the author, okay? Yeah, so wow. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this underlying energy in the ground, right? I'm getting serpentine movement. I'm getting waves. I'm getting things unearthed. You see how it's right down at the bottom of the roots and there's death? I mean, of course, if we have planetary changes like that, Mother Earth is trying to like adapt to everything we've done to her. Plus there are cycles. There are different ages, different cycles as well. But we've kind of sped it up, being on her back, literally. So, do you see this murky green and gray? It's kind of like very murky. And this is a lot in my visions before things get better when we have two suns. So I get the impression, yeah, there's a lot going on at the root, at the base of the earth, right beneath us. There's a sinister, I mean, no, I mean, snakes are lovely, but there are some that can really harm us. But there's a sinister, if you look at the eye of that snake, you get this sinister energy. Yeah, and it just feels gloomy, like my visions, before things get better, everything's so cloudy and gloomy. It's not like or blah, like a blah day. So nothing sunny and great is what I get. So let me look this up. This is not like tarot, and they're not in order. So it's so bizarre. You have to look these up, figure out what page is the is it all? Because most oracle decks are alphabetical the way they do the books, but this one is not. So it says, at the base of the world tree lives a serpent. Ooh. He hungers and gnaws incessantly at the roots, seeking sustenance. Yeah, so I am asking about the planet, so he does not care that this tree serves a higher purpose, nor that the worlds connected to this tree require it to remain stable. Without the tree, the world breaks apart and fades away. Wow. I guess this is like a tree of life. The serpent hungers and desires to consume everything and anything that stands in its way. Yeah, doesn't it feel, I mean, especially here in the United States, it's really feeling like that. Wow. We have just been hit this year with that type of force. Yeah, I don't quite get it. It talks about this serpent hunger and gnaws incessantly at the root seeking sustenance, doesn't care that the tree serves a higher purpose or what's connected to it, right? The serpent hungers and desires to consume everything and anything that stands in its way. He stays beneath the soil, devouring roots in its path, awaiting the time when he will be released from the tree to unite with his brethren. Yeah. The meanings are beware of dishonest people, stay the course despite the stress. I see what's going on. I don't understand the amount of greed. Like it's insufferable the amount that somebody wants to take from poor people or people that are struggling financially or disabled or have served the country as veterans. So many things are children's lunches. Sometimes that's the only food they get all week is the school lunches. They don't eat during the weekend. I know what it's like to go hungry. And you see, I'm always making up for it. My years as a starving artist. But I would go days without a drop of food. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford anything. I was just tea. Just tea for days, that unless I had I lived in New York, the starving artist life. I was a skinny little thing. Oh, and when I have something, when I have extra of something, I always want to share it. I think, oh, I have this, got some cake, got some of this. You want some? Make a big pot of soup. I give half of it to all my friends. I go around delivering soup to everybody to cheer them up. I don't understand. You got a lot. I mean, millions and billions. And you're still hungry for more, and you can't wait to snatch it. You're just like under there, gnawing away. That's the energy. It's gnawing away at the planet. This snake energy, this dishonest energy. I'm so sad for it. I don't, and it causes people to die. Yeah, it really does. When people can't afford the medication, they die, especially diabetics, right? They made that expensive again because diabetics need to take their insulin every day or they can go into a diabetic coma and die. My dad was diabetic. He died of that disease. And when he got sick and he couldn't work, he would hide how poor he was from me and he wasn't taking his medicine every day. And I was horrified. I'm like, you gotta let me buy stuff for you, Dad. But he was so proud and he wants to support others and not be the one to take. But if he missed a dose, he's going, he had a lot of hospital stays. So yeah, there's something going on. It's really ugly, this serpent energy. a wicked serpent, not the serpent of wisdom that rises up and enlightens you. This is different. This is the kind that gnaws at the roots of society. I'm going to do another reading asking for hope and what can we do? I mean, I sort of know what we can do, but really, what can we do when we're feeling so overwhelmed by this amount of power and our world changing? And of course, when you have that kind of energy out there, that negative energy, the earth feels it. Like the planet, the weather, everything energetically is tied together. And because of that, there are up and, changes that are calamities, responding to the emotional calamity that we're experiencing. So, if you would like more insight like this into what we're going through, please hit the like button. Then I know what you like. And I would love for you, if you have any visions, please share them. If you have any dreams or visions, let me know. Thank you for joining me. Bye.